Every Australian dollar begins life as simple plastic pellets, far removed from the colourful banknotes we know.
Inside these extruders, the pellets melt into a uniform stream of polymer, the backbone of every modern banknote.
The molten bubble is stretched, cooled, and tamed, transforming into a perfectly engineered film. From a delicate plastic bubble, the film is flattened into clear sheets, ready to receive the identity of the Australian dollar. White coatings give the ink something to grip, while the clear windows are left open for advanced security features.
These blank polymer sheets are the canvas on which Australia's next generation of banknotes will be printed.
Each batch of blank substrate is logged, secured, and tracked long before it ever carries a single dollar of value.
Every stack is digitally tracked, ensuring that no sheet enters or leaves the printing line unnoticed.
Before any ink is applied, the substrate must pass strict checks for clarity, coating, and alignment. Only verified substrate moves forward, delivered automatically into the heart of the printing facility. Here, background colors and subtle patterns bring the once blank film to life in a single high-speed pass. Precision alignment ensures that every future portrait, pattern, and symbol lands exactly where designers intended.
Offset printing lays down the backgrounds on both sides at once, forming the foundation of each denomination.
Under magnification, even the smallest misalignment is caught before full-scale production begins.
Once perfected, the press runs at thousands of sheets per hour, each one destined to become official Australian currency.
Printed backgrounds are staged carefully, awaiting the high-tech security features that will protect every dollar. Beyond these doors, advanced security threads, foils, and windows turn simple plastic into trusted money.
Each strip of holographic foil carries layers of science and design that help Australians spot a genuine note at a glance.
Under intense pressure, the foil becomes part of the polymer, not just a sticker on the surface. Automated vision systems inspect every sheet, instantly rejecting any window or foil that doesn't meet standard. Microprinting and fine-line patterns add another invisible wall against digital copying. Special inks lie dormant in daylight, but flare into view under ultraviolet light.
Intaglio plates hold the portraits and dark features that will give the banknote its famous raised feel.
Heavy inks fill the engraved lines, ready to be forced deep into the surface of the polymer. This is the moment the note gains its tactile identity, the raised print you can feel under your fingers.
Intaglio is also used to create tactile marks, making denominations distinguishable by touch alone.
Dedicated numbering presses prepare to give each banknote its own unique identity.
With each impact, another Australian dollar is registered, tracked, and recorded into the national money supply.
Machine-readable serials help automated systems authenticate and sort notes throughout their life.
By now, each sheet carries multiple layers of visible and hidden security, all working together.
Printed and secured, the sheets now leave the high ink halls and move toward precision cutting and testing.
From simple plastic to complex security document, the Australian dollar is now ready to be cut.
Each cut is controlled to keep the note image centered, with no room for drift or skew.
From a single sheet, dozens of individual banknotes are born, each trimmed to exact height and length.
Edge checks confirm that cutting lines have held true across thousands of sheets. A transparent overcoat adds durability and the right slip so notes slide cleanly when counted.
Every single note is scanned at high speed, checked against digital models of the perfect banknote.
Notes with misprints, smudges, or off-center cuts are instantly rejected and separated.
Only high-quality notes progress, while those below standard are removed from the journey early. Random manual checks back up the machines, confirming that the line stays within strict tolerances.
Approved notes are counted into precise packs, 100 pieces exactly, every time.
Bundled and labeled, every pack can be traced back through the production line. Automation builds larger bricks of value, preparing notes for secure storage and shipping.
Sealed in plastic, each brick becomes a compact, trackable unit of stored currency. Thousands of new notes now stand together, their total value measured in millions of dollars. With cutting and initial quality control complete, these notes are cleared to enter high-security storage. From raw polymer to finished stacks, each Australian dollar now waits in guarded silence. Approved cash-in-transit crews take ownership here, logging every brick before the truck even moves an inch.
From here, the journey leaves the secure campus and joins the national cash distribution network.
Private cash-in-transit depots receive new notes in bulk, ready to feed branches, ATMs, and retailers across the region.
Each delivery is reconciled in detail, ensuring that no value is lost between the Reserve Bank and the depot. Depots handle both fresh banknotes and used cash returning from shops, ATMs, and bank branches.
Sophisticated sensors decide which notes can re-enter circulation and which are too worn to continue.
From wholesale pallets, cash is repacked into tailored orders for commercial banks and large retailers. Every bundle is allocated, counted, and locked into cassettes, ready to feed the machines that dispense cash. Notes printed in a secure factory now sit just behind the ATM screen, ready for the next withdrawal.
For the user, it's a simple transaction, but behind each note lies a complex and carefully controlled journey.
From vault pallets to shop tills, Australian dollars now circulate hand-to-hand across the economy.
Over years, the same notes travel through thousands of wallets, tills, and towns.
Deposits flow back into the system, where notes will be checked again for authenticity and condition. Throughout its life, every banknote cycles between the public and professional cash handlers until it finally wears out.
When notes become too worn, the system flags them as unfit and directs them toward their final process, destruction and recycling.
Unfit banknotes are sent to a separate, high-security line where every piece will be destroyed and transformed.
A first shred reduces notes to strips, already unusable as currency, but not yet small enough for recycling.
Cross-cut shredding turns every note into secure confetti, impossible to reassemble or recognize.
Data control keeps light polymer shreds moving smoothly, preventing blockages and leaks of sensitive waste. Every kilogram of destroyed currency is tracked, with shred output weighed and logged just as strictly as the original notes.
Rather than heading to landfill, Australia's shredded polymer notes are held as a raw material for new products.
Partner recyclers collect this confetti, treating it not as waste, but as feedstock for the circular economy.
Sophisticated extruders melt down the shredded banknotes, ready to turn them into recycled pellets.
Heat and pressure transform confetti into a uniform melt, filtered to remove contaminants before reuse.
Cooled and cut, the former banknotes reappear as versatile polypropylene pellets.
Even as recycled plastic, the material is tested to ensure it meets the standards for long-life products.
These pellets go on to become robust products, far from the delicate role they once played as cash.
In Australia, shredded notes often return to the community as long-lasting outdoor infrastructure.
Polymer banknotes fit naturally into a circular economy, designed to be recycled rather than simply thrown away.
Within the same ecosystem, fresh polymer and recycled materials flow in, while worn notes flow out for a second life.
From the first plastic pellets to recycled products in the community, the Australian dollar's story is engineered to run in a
Themes of history, culture, flora and fauna are woven together to make notes instantly recognizable. A full-length window carries holograms and images that shift as you tilt the note, making fakes easier to spot.
Special raised markings help people with vision impairment distinguish values by touch alone.
Training sessions teach frontline staff and businesses simple, step-by-step ways to check notes.
Educational programs introduce even young students to the look and feel of genuine Australian money. Online tools walk the public through every feature, using animation, zoom, and video to make checks easy.
Short videos show quick checks that staff can repeat at the counter without slowing customers down.
Specialist workshops bring together police and industry to share techniques and intelligence on counterfeits.
Mass media campaigns spread simple messages so everyone knows how to verify their cash in seconds.
Point-of-a-sale posters give quick reminders, keeping genuine features fresh in people's minds.
Simple tools like UV lamps help businesses confirm that security inks respond exactly as they should.
Polymer notes last longer, stay cleaner, and carry more advanced security than traditional paper.
Exhibitions show how Australia moved from paper to polymer, leading a global shift in banknote technology.
As payments go increasingly digital, cash that remains in use is handled in fewer, far more automated centers.
High-capacity sorters use advanced imaging, sensors, and software to assess denomination, fitness, and authenticity in milliseconds.
Machine learning models compare every note to detailed templates, catching subtle counterfeit errors that human eyes might miss.
Robotics and automation reduce manual handling, improving both security and efficiency in cash centers. Connected systems feed data into central dashboards, predicting maintenance and optimizing cash logistics. Behind physical notes, secure IT infrastructure tracks movements, inventories, and risks across the whole cash cycle.
Even as digital payments grow, many Australians, especially in regional areas, still rely on ready access to cash.
Rather than disappearing, cash now sits alongside digital options, serving different needs and preferences.
Cash now accounts for a minority of transactions, as contactless cards and mobile wallets become the norm.
The central bank emphasises that cash remains an important payment option, especially for vulnerable and regional communities.
Smaller machines bring high-grade counting and sorting into retail backrooms, reducing manual errors and time.
Smart deposit systems let businesses lodge cash quickly, while machines handle counting, fitness checks, and validation.
Data on ATM withdrawals, branch usage, and population trends feeds models that predict where cash must be sent ahead of time. Data on ATM withdrawals, branch usage, and population trends feeds models that predict where cash must be sent ahead of time.
Well, for me, it's about control, really.
Surveys show many people still rely on cash for budgeting, privacy, and a sense of control over spending.
Even as digital grows, global firms continue to innovate in cash handling, security, and sustainability. In this future, cash is no longer the dominant player, but remains a vital, trusted backup alongside digital systems.
From complex factories to everyday payments and future tech, the Australian dollar remains a carefully...
Tests simulate years of wallet use in hours, checking how polymer creases, recovers, and eventually fails.
Controlled abrasion and soiling reveal how long designs and security features remain clear in circulation. Polymer's resistance to moisture and heat is tested in chambers, confirming why notes survive accidents like washing machines. Random samples from across the country reveal how real circulation is treating each series of banknotes.
Automated testers quantify wear, stains, ink loss, and damage into hard numbers that track overall quality.
Quality scores help planners decide when to boost production of new notes or adjust sorting standards. The quality framework pays industry partners to sort thoroughly, keeping low-quality notes out of circulation. Regular reporting shows that strong design and quality control keep counterfeit rates low by international standards.
Badly damaged notes can be redeemed through official channels, ensuring people don't lose value through accidents.
Clear guidelines and templates decide how much value can be refunded, based on how much of the note remains.
Studies show polymer banknotes last significantly longer than paper, reducing how many replacements must be printed.
Feedback from circulation guides subtle changes, helping the next series last longer and perform better in machines.
Quality work connects to every stage, from first design to the final moment when old notes become recycled material. Through constant testing and monitoring, Australia keeps the physical dollar clean, secure, and reliable wherever it circulates.
From a single national experiment, polymer banknotes have spread worldwide, with Australia at the centre of this shift.
Here, at a secure site near Melbourne, sits Note Printing Australia, the specialist printer behind the nation's banknotes.
The same polymer and security expertise produces notes not only for Australia, but for many central banks overseas. Over the years, Australia has helped dozens of issuers adopt polymer, printing startup runs and transferring know-how.
Formal training programs guide other countries through the move from paper to polymer, from design to production.
Specialist polymer films developed in Australia underpin banknote series across multiple continents.
Lessons from export work feed back into Australia's own designs and processes, strengthening security at home.
International awards recognise Australia's leadership in polymer design, complexity, and secure printing.
Export notes enter other nations' vaults and distribution networks, carrying Australian printing technology into daily use overseas.
End-of-life strategies for polymer notes also influence other countries looking to cut waste and embrace circular economy models.
Around the world, polymer notes are cited for durability and security, qualities first proven at scale in Australia.
Visitors study every step, from substrate to inspection, to adapt best practices back in their own countries.
For some nations, the cash in people's hands began its life on the same presses that print the Australian dollar.
Specialists describe their work simply: to deliver secure, reliable banknotes for Australia and its partners.
Among global polymer issues, the Australian dollar stands out as one of the earliest and most fully developed systems.
From here, Australia's banknote technology radiates outward, supporting its own economy and shaping the future.
From the moment it leaves the press, its life is tracked, used, tested, and eventually renewed. Some notes live only a few years. Others serve for a decade or more before being judged unfit.
Beyond numbers, banknotes carry everyday stories of saving, giving, tipping, and helping.
Simple checks, backed by complex design, keep trust in the Australian dollar strong on busy days.
As notes age, machines and experts decide when their work is done, sending them into secure destruction and recycling.
Even after they leave wallets for good, old notes continue serving the public in new, durable forms.
Every denomination passes through design, testing, and refinement before a single note is approved for use. From pioneering the first polymer banknotes to refining them over decades, Australia helped set the global standard for modern cash.
Some banknotes retire early. Others survive countless exchanges before meeting the shredder and starting again as something new.
In a digital age, Cash shares the stage with cards and phones, yet remains a vital backup and budgeting tool.
Hence, for many Australians, notes still represent certainty, something tangible they can hold and count.
Up close, every millimetre of design works to protect the value Australians carry in their pockets.
Silent, folded, and ready, those notes now move back into the flow of daily life.
Behind every note is a network of people, machines, and ideas, working quietly to keep the Australian dollar trusted.
If you enjoyed this journey inside the factory of money, there's a whole world of real production stories still to explore.
Subscribe for more real factory breakdowns.